Hello and welcome to another episode of Christmas Cards. Today, we will be opening another Walmart mystery pack. So, let us get started. Okay. First we have Vampire Awakening. And it is a trap card that says, special summon one vampire monster from your deck, but destroy it during the end phase of this turn. You can only activate one Vampire Awakening per turn. Next we have Parallel Port Armor. And it is a trap card that says, target one Link monster you control, equip it with this card. Your opponent cannot target the equipped monster with card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by battle. You can banish this card and two Link monsters from your GY, then target one Link monster you control. It can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Next we have, that's nice, Dino Wrestler King T-Rexel. The Dino Wrestlers are based on professional wrestlers. They even have a field spell called, World Dino Wrestling, WDW. Okay, what King T-Rexel does is, he is a Link 3 Link monster who takes 2+ Dino Wrestler monsters, and if this card battles, your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step. Your opponent's monsters cannot target monsters for attacks except this one. At the start of your opponent's battle phase, you can target one attack position monster your opponent controls. This battle phase, your opponent cannot attack with other monsters until that one has, and if it does not declare an attack, destroy it at the end of the battle phase. Next we have another Dino Wrestler. Dino Wrestler Capoe Raptor. He is he's actually a pretty good beater. It says this attack position card cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card is attacked, change it to defense position at the end of the damage step. During the standby phase, if this card is in defense position, you can special summon another copy of itself from your deck. You can only use this effect of Dino Wrestler Capoe Raptor per turn. Once per turn. So pretty much, it's a generic card except for its final effect. And it's got good stats for a beater. Pretty good candidate. Next we have Crusadia Sparta. It is a Link 2 effect. It is a Link 2 Link monster. It takes 2 effect monsters, including a Crusadia monster. It gains attack equal to the original attack of any monster this card points to. The monster this card points to cannot attack. Once per turn, if an effect monster is special summoned to a zone this card points to, except during the damage step, you can target one monster in either player's main monster zone. Except this card, move it to another main monster zone on its controller's field. Next we have Eternal Galaxy. And it says, if you control a Photon or Galaxy monster, target one Xyz monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck one Photon or Galaxy Xyz monster that is 4 ranks higher than that target by using that target as material. This is treated as Xyz summon. Transfers materials to the summoned monster. You can only activate one Eternal Galaxy per turn. Next we have, that's a big boy. DDD, Super Doom King Purplish Armageddon. Final episode of Arc 5. Its pendulum effect is, once per turn, during damage calculation, if your DDD fusion monster battles an opponent's monster, you can make that opponent's monster lose 1000 attack until the end of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. And its monster effect is, it takes 2 DDD monsters to fusion summon it. Okay, you can target one attack position monster your opponent controls, destroy it. And if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. You can only use this effect of DDD Super Doom King Purple Armageddon once per turn. Before damage calculation, if an opponent's monster battles, you can make its attack become equal to its original attack until the end of the damage step. If this card in your monster zone is destroyed, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. I will never be able to summon that. And, here it is. Here's the field spell. World Dino Wrestling. Got that Dino DNA. While you control a Dino Wrestler monster, each player can attack with only one monster during each battle phase. If your Dino Wrestler monster attacks an opponent's monster, it gains 200 attack during damage calculation only. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can banish this card from the GY, special summon one Dino Wrestler monster from your deck. You can only use this effect of World Dino Wrestling once per turn. I really wish I could add more than one card from this pack up into my deck, but I can only choose one. So it probably won't be the field spell. Next we have the Link monster, Update Jammer. It is a Link 2 that takes 2 level 2 or higher Cyburst monsters. Once per turn, during damage calculation, if your Cyburst monster battles, quick effect, you could activate this effect. Negate all other card effects on the field until the end of the damage step. During damage calculation for this battle, uses each monster's original attack and defense. Also, if an opponent's monster is destroyed by this battle and sent to the GY, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. If this card is sent to the GY as Link material, that Link monster can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Each battle phase? Only get one. Okay, next we have Galaxy Cleric. If this card is in your hand, you can target one Photon or Galaxy Xyz monster you control. Attach this card to it as material. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target 5 Photon and or Galaxy cards with different names in your GY, special summon them into the deck, then draw 2 cards. You can only use one Galaxy Cleric effect per turn, and only once that turn. And we're back to Vampire Awakening, with a sleeping Vampire Mage. So sleepy. And out of these cards, it's really easy to choose. I'm gonna have to go with Dino Wrestler Kapoe Raptor. It's really the best card I could choose out of these. And with that will do it for this time. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to another episode of Christmas Cards. Today we will be opening... Let's get that out. The other pack of Dragons of Legend, the complete series. So, let's get right into it and just charge it through, because we've got like 18 cards to go through. Not sure why they made it with this many in the pack instead of just making 4 packs of 9. Okay. First, we have Assault Dog. Used by Ushio Trudge in 5Ds, or if you watched Season 0 or read the manga, the guy who got really screwed up by Yami Yugi in Episode 1. What Assault Dog does is, when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the GY, you can special summon any number of Assault Dogs from your deck. Next, we have Prediction Princess Astro Morrigan. A flip monster, where during the end phase of this turn, after it's flipped up, destroy as many defense position monsters your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed. I don't think that's ever happening. Next we have a trap card from GX called Final Fusion. It's from the Jaden vs. Zane duel at the end of Season 1. During either player's battle step, when a fusion monster you control battles an opponent's fusion monster, target both of those fusion monsters to get the attack. If you do, each player takes damage equal to the combined attack of both of those fusion monsters. Next, another card from GX, the field spell, Mound of the Bound Creator. It was used by the guy who stole the Winged Dragon of Ra. Level 10 or higher monsters on the field cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. If a level 10 or higher monster destroys a monster by battle and sent it to the GY, the player who controls the destroyed monster takes 1,000 damage. When this card of the field is destroyed by card effect and sent to the Instead of the GY, you could add one Divine monster from your deck to the hand, like the Winged Dragon of Ra, for example. Next we have an Xyz monster, number C5, Chaos Chimera Dragon. Takes 3 plus level 6 monsters, adding, it says, it gains 1000 attack for each material attached to it. When this card attacks, at the end of damage step, you can detach one material from this card. This card can attack any opponent's monster again in a row. At the end of the battle phase, you pay half your life points, then target 2 cards in any GYs. GYs! Place one of them on top of the deck. If you do, attach the other to this card as material. I am not getting that since I will never be summoning that. Next we have Flower Guardian Willow with Cartographer. It is a warrior tuner monster that says, cannot be normal summoned or set, must first be special summoned from your hand by attributing one level 11 Flower Guardian monster, except Flower Guardian Willow with Calligrapher. If this card is special summoned, draw a card, and if you do, show it. Then you can special summon it if it is a Flower Guardian monster. Otherwise, send it to GY. When this card is used as secret material, you can treat it and all other secret materials that have a level as level 2 monsters. Next we have, Train card. Construction Train Signal Red. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, special summon this card from your hand. If you do, change the attack target to this card and proceed to damage calculation. This card cannot be destroyed by that battle. Okay, so it's basically good for taking an attack. And look what we have here! The Claw of Hermos! Straight from Season 4 of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! This card is always treated as Legendary Dragon Hermos. Send one monster from your hand or field to the GY of the type that is listed on a fusion monster that could only be special summoned with the Claw of Hermos. If that card is set, reveal it. Then special summon that fusion monster from your extra deck. You can only activate one Claw of Hermos per turn. I will not be adding that because I will not be getting any of those cards probably. Next we have, Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight. It is a fusion of Dark Magician Girl and one dragon monster. Must be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials or with the Eye of Timaeus. Once per turn, quick effect. You can send one card from your hand to the GY, then target one face-up card on the field. Destroy that target. I will not be adding this since I will not be getting the Dark Magician Girl probably. Next we have Doom Virus Dragon. Must be special summoned with the Fang of Critias, using Crush Card Virus. If this card is special summoned, look at your opponent's hand, all monsters they control, and all cards they draw until the end of their third turn after this effect's activation, and destroy all those monsters with 1500 or more attack. Not be adding that obviously. Next we have Reaper Scythe Dread Scythe. Equipped only to Guardian Dread Scythe, it gains 500 attack for each monster in the GYs. Another card I can't add. Oh, I love this one's name. The Despair Uranus. Uranus is in despair! It is a level 8 rock monster. And when this card is tribute summoned while you control no spells or traps, you can activate this effect. Your opponent declares either continuous spell or continuous trap. Then you set one card of that type directly from your deck. This card gains 300 attack for each face-up spell or trap you control. Face-up cards in your spell and trap card zones cannot be destroyed by card effects. I don't know if I'll be able to take advantage of this, because I don't know if I'll be getting any continuous spells or traps. Next we have... I don't remember if I showed you the Despair Uranus, but there it is. Next we have Ayers Rock Sunrise. It says, target one beast monster in your GY, special summon that target, and if you do, all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls lose 200 attack for each beast, plant, and winged beast monster currently in your GY until the end of this turn. You can only activate one Ayers Rock Sunrise per turn. Next we have the quick play spell, Flash Fusion. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using the monsters you control as fusion material. Destroy it during the end phase. Next we have, Guardian Eatos. If you have no monsters in your GY, you could special summon this card from your hand. You could send one of your equipped spells equipped to this card to the GY, target up to 3 monsters in your opponent's GY, banish those targets, and if you do, this card gains 500 attack for each monster banished by this effect until the end of this turn. I could add it, but I don't know how often I'll be able to do the summoning condition. Next we have Flower Guardian Pine. If this card is normal summoned, draw 1 card, show it, then send it to the GY unless it is a Flower Guardian monster. You can only use this effect of Flower Guardian Pine once per turn. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the GY, or if this card in your possession is destroyed by opponent's card effect and sent to your GY, you can draw 1 card. Next we have another train card, Lionhearted Locomotive. It is a level 4 monster with 2400 attack. When this card declares an attack, its attack becomes half its original attack until the end of the damage step. Oh, okay, so the attack is pointless, because it just becomes 1200. And last we have Blackwing Orochi the Squall! If you control a Blackwing monster other than Blackwing Orochi the Squall, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Blackwing Orochi the Squall once per turn this way. If this card is sent to the GY as a synchro material, you can target 1 monster on the field, change that target's battle position. And we're back to Assault Dog. Okay, out of all these cards, I think the one I can make the most use out of is probably... I could have grabbed the Despair Uranus because I already have 2 tribute monsters in my deck. I'm going to add... How about... I need more level 4 lower monsters, so I'll just add... Construction Train Signal Red. Because it would be good for eating up attacks. And it's a train card. And with that, I will see you next time. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to another episode of Christmas Cards. Today we are opening another pack of Shadow Specters. Let's see if we can find a good card to add, and let's get into it. First we have another copy of Bujingi Boar. Not going over that again. Another copy of Survival of the Fittest. Not going over that again. Another copy of Chow Chow Chan. Not going over that again. Next we have Intrigue Shield. It is a trap card that says, target 1 face-up monster you control. Equip this card to that target once per turn. While the equipped monster is in attack position, it cannot be destroyed by battle. You take no battle damage from attacks involving it. That could be a good defensive card. It's got a really silly face. Next we have another trap, Burst Rebirth. And it says, pay 2,000 life points to target 1 monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in face-down defense position. Don't know if that life point cost is going to be worth it. Next we have Numbers Overlay Boost. Target 1 number Xyz monster you control that has no Xyz materials. Attach 2 monsters from your hand to that face of Xyz monster as Xyz materials. Next we have Battling Boxer Rabbit Puncher. He punches rabbits! Take that, you fucking rabbits! And he says, at the start of the damage step, if this card attacks a defense position monster, destroy that monster. That could be very useful. Next we have another Bujingi Ibis, not going over that. During your main phase 1, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, then target... Oh wait, didn't I just say I'm not going over it? Okay. Vampire Grace is a level 6 vampire monster. It says, when a level 5 or higher, a zombie-type monster is special summoned to your side of the field by the effect of a zombie-type monster while this card is in your graveyard. You can pay 2,000 life points to special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only use this effect of Vampire Grace once per turn. Once per turn, you can declare one card type, monster, spell, or trap. Your opponent sends one card of that type from their deck to the graveyard. I don't think I can use that. And we're back to Bujingi Boar. So out of all of these, I think the only one I could really make good use out of is Battling Boxer Rabbit Puncher. For dealing with defense position monsters and punching those fucking rabbits. I will see you next time. Make sure to punch those frickin' rabbits!
Hello everyone, today I will be doing something different. Instead of recording 3 separate videos for each day of the weekend, I'll just do the 3 packs for the whole weekend in one video. So for the weekend, I have 3 packs of Battle Pack 3 Monster League. I'll be opening one of these to represent Friday, one for Saturday, and one for Sunday. Then we'll see you again on Monday for a different pack. So, first, let's open this first pack of Battle Pack 3 Monster League for this weekend special of Christmas cards. 3. First pack, we have... Okay, first we have Gauntlet Warrior. It is a level 3 warrior monster that says, during either player's turn, you contribute this card. Each warrior type monster you currently control gains 500 attack and defense until the end of the next damage step that monster attacks or is attacked. Okay, that's a maybe. Next we have Psychic Reactor. It says, if you control a Psychic-type monster, apply this effect to all Psychic-type monsters you currently control for the rest of this turn. When a Psychic-type monster you control battles an opponent's monster, after damage calculation, banish that Psychic-type monster, also banish that opponent's monster. Basically turns it into a DD warrior. Next, we have Kawaki Meru Beetle. It is a level 4 insect monster with 1900 attack. It says during each of your end phases, destroy this card unless you send one Iron Core of Kawaki Meru from your hand to the graveyard, or reveal one insect type monster in your hand. If a light or dark monster special summon in attack position, change that monster to defense position. Even if I don't pull any insect monsters, I could just summon this, attack with it, and then just lose it in the back. In the end phase, and just hope for the best. Okay, next we have a Shatterfoil rare. Fusion Sword Murasame Blade. Equipped only to a warrior type monster, it gains 800 attack. While equipped to a monster, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. I do have at least one warrior monster. Finally, we have Murmur of the Forest. It says, target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change the target to face-down defense position. Then you can return all field spell cards to the hand. So it's a spell speed 1 Book of Moon. And if we don't, since we probably won't have any field spells, we can just ignore that part. Alright, so who do I want to add for Friday? Book of Moon sounds pretty good, so for Friday's pack, I will add Murmur of the Forest. That sounds good. Next, we shall open a pack for Saturday. Okay, first we have, that's a good one, Dark Crusader. It says, send one dark monster from your hand to the graveyard. This card gains 400 attack. Well, I'm pretty sure we're going to have plenty of dark monsters, so yeah. Just discarding just one brings them up to 2,000. That's pretty good. Next we have the quick play spell, Offerings to the Doom. Target one face-up monster on the field. Destroy that target. Also, skip your next draw phase. Next we have Leotar. If this card battles a non-normal monster, This card gains 500 attack during damage step only. So basically, as long as they don't have a normal monster, he's a 2k beater that you can summon without tribute. Next we have the Shatterfoil. Shatterfoil rare. Tree Otter. It says, once per turn, you can target one face-up monster you control. It gains 1,000 attack until the end of this turn. It doesn't say other. Oh. You must control a beast-type monster other than this card to activate the result of this effect. Well, I do own another beast, but I don't know if I'll be summoning it. So this is a maybe. Next we have Poseidon Wave. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster, negate the attack. If you do, inflict 800 damage to your opponent for each fish, sea serpent, or aqua type monster you control. Maybe, because I don't know it. Out of these 5, I think I have enough level 4 lower monsters for now. I can pull another level 4 lower monster from the next one, so I think I will add I will add Offerings to the Doomed as a form of monster removal. It's worth the cost. After this one, we'll try to add a monster. Okay, pack for Sunday. Okay, first we have Gorgonic Golem. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, the attack of the monster that destroyed it becomes 0. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target one set spell or trap card your opponent controls. That target cannot be activated this turn. Your opponent cannot activate the targeted card in response to this card's activation. That could be useful if I'm worried about any of their back row. Next we have Time Escaper. And it says, during either player's turn, you can discard this card, then target one psychic type monster you control. Banish it until your next standby phase. Okay. Oh, cool. That's a good one. Next we have Trident Warrior. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one level 3 monster from your hand. It's got 800 attack. This could be a useful card. Oh, now we have the continuous trap, Shadow Spell. Activate this card by targeting one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 700 attack. Also cannot attack or change its battle position. When it leaves the field, destroy this card. And finally we have Pyramid of Wonders. All zombie-type monsters you control gain 200 attack from each monster your opponent controls. If exactly one zombie-type monster you control and no other cards will be destroyed, you can send this card to the graveyard instead. I really want to add Shadow Spell, but I feel like I have enough attack preventing cards right now. So instead, I shall add Trident Warrior. So I can special summon a level 3 monster from my hand, possibly one of my stronger buttons. Just beat down whatever the opponent has. And that will do it for the weekend. I will see you on Monday. Goodbye.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Christmas Cards. Today we're going to be opening a pack of Soul Fusion. That should be interesting. Let's get right into it. Okay, first off we're starting off with Dino Wrestler Capiptera. It's a level 3 monster with 1600 attack. It says if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can target one monster your opponent controls, send it to the GY. You can only use this effect of Dino Wrestler Capiptera once per turn. If this card is sent to the GY as link material for the link summon of a Dino Wrestler monster, you can activate this effect. The Link monster that uses this card as material gains 1,000 attack until the end of this turn. Next we have the ritual spell, Rise of the Salamangrate. Salamangrate aren't that great. This card can be used to ritual summon any Salamangrate ritual monster. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster you ritual summon. If you control a fire Link monster, you can also use the Salamangrate monsters you control in the GY by shuffling them into the deck. If this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by its card effect, you can special summon one Salamangrate Emerald Eagle from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. Definitely not using that since we're not using Salamangrates. Next we have the Link 4 Link monster, Agave Dragon. And it takes 2+ monsters except tokens. If this card is Link summoned, you can apply these effects in sequence, depending on the types of monsters in the GYs. Skip over any that do not apply. You can only use this effect of Agave Dragon once per turn. Inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each dragon. This card gains 200 attack for each dinosaur. All monsters your opponent currently controls lose 300 attack for each sea serpent, and you gain 400 life points for each worm. I don't know, maybe. Ooh, Thunder Dragon monster as well as being a Chaos monster. Thunder Dragon Duo. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by banishing one light and one dark monster from your GY. Once per turn, if a monster effect is activated in the hand, this card gains 300 attack until the end of this turn. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can banish one card from your GY, add one Thunder monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, during your opponent's end phase, you can target one of your banished cards, place it on the top or bottom of your deck. I actually could use this since I have at least one and at least one dark monster in the deck. I could use it. Next we have Orchest Brass Bombard. Doot! It is a tuner monster, and you can banish this card from your GY. Special summon one Orchest monster from your hand, except Orchest Brass Bombard. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn, except dark monsters. You can only use this effect of Orchest Brass Bombard once per turn. Next we have Ostinato. If you control no monsters, you can fusion summon one Melodious Fusion monster from your extra deck, using 2 monsters from your hand and or deck as fusion material. During the end phase of this turn, destroy the monster fusion summoned by this effect. If you do, if all the fusion monsters that were used for fusion material are in your GY, you can special summon them. Next we have Patchwork Fluffle. This card is also treated as a Frightfur monster while face up on the field. This card on the field can be used as a substitute for any one fusion material whose name is specifically listed on a Frightfur fusion monster, but the other fusion materials must be correct. We'll stop there. Next we have a fusion monster, Diplexer Chimera. Takes 2 Cyburst monsters once per turn. You contribute 1 Cyburst monster. Spell or trap cards and their effects cannot be activated during the battle phase of this turn. If this fusion summon card is sent to your GY, you can target 1 Cynet Fusion and 1 Cyburst monster in your GY, except this card, add them to your hand. You can only use this effect of Diplexer Chimera once per turn. Next we have Dino Wrestler Stegosaur. It's a 1900 level 4 beater. If this card is spatial summoned, you can add 1 Dino Wrestler or 1 World Dino Wrestling from your deck to your hand. During the end phase, if this card is in the GY because it was sent there this turn, and your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can target 1 Dino Wrestler monster in your GY, except Stegosaur. Special summoning. You can only use each effect of Dino Wrestler Stegosaur once per turn. I might add him. And we're back over to Capaptera. Out of these cards, I think I would like to add... I was hoping to add a spell or a trap to the deck this time, but there aren't any I can use here, so maybe next time. I could use more high-level monsters with high attack. So I think I shall add Thunder Dragon Duo this time. Yeah, I think that's a good choice. A good Chaos Monster. Chaos Monsters are usually a good idea. And with that, I shall end it for today. I will see you next time. Goodbye.